And finally, I want to talk a little bit about tax increment financing, which I'm sure you guys are somewhat familiar with as far as brownfield redevelopment authorities. Well, a couple of years ago, the state expanded the brownfield redevelopmental law to allow for funding, which we call a housing TIF, which basically says that tax increment can be used for the development of housing anywhere in the state of Michigan, with the exception of agricultural property. So the traditional brownfield, had to be in a blighted building or contaminated site. If you're using it for housing, it can be anywhere on any green field throughout the state. It also measures that eligibility for the tax increment financing as basic formula, which is the difference between what it costs to develop versus what you can sell it to a family at 120% or below area median income. Or if you're creating rental, which you can also do with a housing TIF, the difference between what you would rent it at market rate versus what you would rent it to a family who can afford it at 120% of area median income. This program has really taken off in the last, I would say, 6 months. It took a minute for the industry to understand how the formula would work and how to use TIF for housing only. But we have seen a lot of developers who typically do not access government funding use the housing TIF to get their developments done. A lot of single-family home developments now we're seeing throughout the state utilizing this tool to get new kind of starter home neighborhoods being developed throughout the state.